Nope, I don't
Let's
want to
go.
quit it. Okay. Hi, my name's Master 101,
Yay!
and today, on this day, we have less than 24 hours until Borderlands 3 comes out. So let's round out this Random Fact
Kill the
Thursdays.
president.
Okay, stop.
Roro, kill the president.
Anyway, so what better to start off with? Me talking about flat Earth. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to talk about like flat Earth theories. I'm just going to say that when you string together three flat Earth theories, well, actually, no, that was wrong. Uh, when you list one flat Earth theory, it sounds like it makes sense. But when you string more than one along, it starts to not make sense.
Explain.
Okay, so what is a common flat Earth theory?
No one's been to Antarctica, and that's proven false.
Okay, I mean, besides
People
that,
have been to Antarctica. Um,
okay, I have
the
to.
water doesn't fall off the Earth,
I, okay,
so it has to be flat because the
uh,
water the Earth.
okay, no, the ones that I'm talking about are like, you know how like people, I know not people, but like with airplanes, they have to like go like a specific way instead of just like say you're flying from someplace on the East Coast to the United Kingdom, and it's like, okay,
Uh,
cool, it should be a short, it should be like what's it called, a straight shot, but it's like, no, we gotta fly from here to South India or whatever, and finally to what's it called. This was better in my head, god damn it. Okay, Chris, just
I have never been on a plane ride that took me to a different country
fuck it, Chris, just
that's further away than the country I wanted to go to.
just start doing the random facts, god damn it.
What?
Just start doing random facts. Oh, Chris is dying.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay. First random fact. Fuck the entire laundry industry. You can make better laundry soap by using 1 cup washing soda, 1 cup borax, and 1/2 cup to 1 cup grated bar soap. Mix it together, you've got better dish detergent. You got better laundry detergent than the laundry detergent they sell at roughly a fourth of the cost.
but they don't come in tasty Tide Pod form.
You can put it in Tasty Tide Farm. Just get a condom and just put it in the condom, and there you go.
Excuse me.
You can make washing soda really cheap as well. You buy a $5 bag of baking soda from like Costco, Walmart, or whatever. You lay the baking soda out on a baking tray. You cook it in the oven for 400 degrees for about an hour. You have washing soda.
Hmm. Can you make soap really easily?
You can make soap. I can look that up real fast. It's not as simple because you have to let it set up, but
Oh yeah, I know. Like you gotta let it like melt and like fats and stuff.
yeah, and oils.
Oh, you know another thing that's like super easy to make. Like you don't have to like. Oh god damn it. Uh, what's it called? Bread. Bread is super easy to make.
Yeah, I make bread all the time.
Shoot these people in the face.
I should probably make bread. I've got all
Bread.
the ingredients.
Bread's fun to eat.
I just haven't. I just haven't been like making a lot of stuff recently because I've been sick and I don't want to like make everything when I'm sick because it contaminates shit.
Oh yeah, totally. Random fact number 5: when you're sick, don't make shit because you can contaminate stuff. What the fuck? Oh god. Oh god.
Alright, so the most common way to make soap is you do with oil and lye. solution.
Uh huh.
Okay, so how you would do that is you make the lye solution by like placing a pitcher on a scale. You add a still of water to the pitcher, and then in a mason jar or a plastic pitcher on a scale, you zero out the weight, add the amount of lye called for in your recipe or whatever, and then you slowly add the lye to the pitcher of water. You mix it together, and until the lye is all dissolved, the mixture is going to heat up because of chemical processes.
Yep.
But then you have the lye water ready. Don't let your animals drink it; they will get really sick. Um, and then you measure out like the oil or fat you want. You can use animal fat. You could use some vegetable oil. I recommend like olive oil. Olive oil is good. Grapeseed oil. I stay away from vegetable oil. Canola oil maybe. I don't really like using animal fat because it makes you smell like bacon, and that attracts a lot of bugs. Um, so yeah,
I mean, couldn't it also potentially attract a bunch of mates because people love the smell of bacon?
rub some bacon on it.
Yeah, rub some bacon on it.
Okay, so yeah, you add the oil. Coconut oil works really well as well. You can also use castor oil or peanut oil, but that would make you smell like French fries.
I
Uh,
would be okay with that.
just going around smelling like French fries.
Yeah.
And then, so and then you add any scents you want in, like essential oils. You heat it up on the stove
Uh huh.
to around 110 degrees, and then you add the lye solution to it, and then you blend it all together.
And then add all your fruity smells like lavender and stuff.
You already did it, but yeah,
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
add more. You can also add like whatever the fuck you want, like flower petals or rosemary leaves, shit like that.
Yeah, making soap is really
Food dye
interesting.
as well, like if you want to make it colored.
Okay.
And then you kind of just like after you stir it all together, then you pour it into like the individual tray cups and you let it solidify.
And then you rub
Pour
it
in the
all.
mold.
Let it harden or solidify, as you said. Then rub it all over your body.
Yeah, you need to let it solidify for about like 24, 48 hours. And then you have soap.
Hey,
Ooh.
soap is fun.
I don't use soap though, I use laundry detergent. I don't use laundry detergent. I don't use soap. I use
what?
shampoo and dish detergent. I don't use.
You use soap and dish detergent as like like body wash?
If you have like a lot of oil on your skin or something, yeah, you use Dawn dish soap.
As long as you're using soap to wash your body, I'm fine with that. As as long as you're not a Smash Melee player. People who are notorious for not showering. You still with us?
Yes, I'm still with you.
You were just waiting for me to alienate our only subscriber because he is a Smash player.
Know this.
Yep. Okay.
Ow. My neck popped.
Neck popping's fun. Why is everything being set on fire?
Another random fact: male humpback whales found in the U.S. waters sing complex songs in winter breeding seasons in waters near Hawaii and the Caribbean. Elsewhere, the songs can last around 20 minutes.
Neat. Do people record whale songs and like put them on YouTube or something?
Yes.
Sweet, I need their mixtape.
Bowhead whales are the longest living whales at around 200 years.
Nice. Are they the Loch Ness monster of whales?
No.
I open my mouth sometimes and it's like, what did I just say?
The Loch Ness Monster is a Greenland shark. And I will. This is the hill I will die on. The Loch Ness Monster is a Greenland shark. Uh,
Isn't it? I mean, it's shaped like a. I don't know what sort of dinosaur it is. That isn't my alley.
they say it's a plesiosaur, but that's from a famous photograph that was proven fake, where it's the creature
Uh,
sticking its head above the water. That was a kid submarine with a dinosaur neck on.
uh, that's valid. I get it. Where
Killer
is it?
whales are highly social and often travel in groups that are matrifocal, family unit focused on center around a mother.
Okay.
Beluga whales have flexible necks, allowing them to move their heads. Their complex communication of repertoire whistles, clicks, and chirps prompted the nickname "canaries of the sea." They are one of the only marine whales and dolphins and stuff that can move their neck. The other being river dolphins can do it as well.
Oh, neat. River.
Gray whales make one of the longest annual migrations of any mammal. They travel around 10,000 miles a year.
Tens of thousands. Thousands of tens.
The minke whale is the smallest baleen whale in North America in the North American waters.
Okay.
The North Atlantic right whales gather small organisms near the water surface, draining seawater through the long baleen plates. This whale surface feeding behavior buoyancy make them vulnerable to collisions. It's because of this and overfishing by Japanese populations that the North Atlantic right whales are considered unsalvageable as a species.
Aw.
There's too low numbers and not enough genetic diversity that the creature is all but extinct, and will be extinct within the next 50 years.
Wow, that's a bummer.
Sperm whales were almost driven to extinction by commercial whalers who sought the whale's blubber and unique oil derived from the spermacecal organ found in their massive heads. The spermacetic organ is a key part of their echolocation system.
Hmm. Weren't Chilean bass also almost fished to extinction?
Uh, Chilean sea bass?
Yeah. What happened?
Chilean sea bass aren't even bass.
Oh. I mean, I know that, but like, I swear, like, what's it called?
The Chilean sea bass is a species actually known as the Patagonian toothfish,
Oh.
and was found in cold waters at a depth between 45 and 3,000 meters deep in southern Atlantic. They were considered trash fish, and then they were renamed as the Chilean sea bass, and then they nearly got hunted to extinction.
Yeah, because of what's it called? What was the movie? Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, yeah.
Yeah. You're going to the moon.
I'm just gonna show you a picture of what these look like because they're really weird.
Oh, the Chilean sea bass.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'll look at it in a second because I am in the middle of something.
In 2014, a Culver's beaked whale made the deepest and longest dive ever recorded by a marine mammal. It reached a depth of around 3,000 meters and stayed submerged for over 2 hours.
Neat. There is so much going on. Jesus Christ. I remember why I'm not the biggest fan of the pre-sequel.
There's all these games that you love to talk about, but whenever I hear you playing them, you just stress the fuck out.
Well, I'm not really stressed out per se. It's just there's a lot going on, and maybe it's also the fact that it's been a hot minute since I played the pre-sequel, so I'm not used to the controls. Okay. Uh, so yeah, Chilean sea bass are friends, not food. Just kidding. Uh, well, anything else to...
Bye, guys, gals, non-binary pals.
Bye.